Being a mom of 3 young children and working full-time as a healthcare professional while doing everything in the house with no outside help, let's just say that I have developed over the years shortcuts to prepare Shabbat. In this part 3 of our Shabbat Shalom serie, I will share with you 7 tips to prepare Sabbath in an effective yet peaceful way. Don't forget, if you like this kind of content all about simplifying the Jewish life, please don't forget to subscribe, as it really helps our channel grow and reach more people. So let's jump into it. One of the main key to have a peaceful preparation for Shabbat is to plan. Plan ahead. Plan your Shabbos menu early in the week, and if you have guests, be sure to find out if they have any dietary or health restrictions. Also, make a list of what to buy and what to do, and cross things off as you go. A big key to success in your Shabbat preparation is to do things little by little. Do not wait until Friday morning to do your shopping and to do your cooking. Separate things little by little during the week, and you're going to see it's going to make such a difference into your preparation and how you will come into Shabbat. Once that the planning is done, that I know on what day I'm going to do what, then I'm going to focus on what's the most important during Shabbat, which is our spiritual elevation and our connection to God. Therefore, I will take my time early in the week to find articles or things or perhaps books that are interesting. I will also look online on sites like aish.com to find interesting topics and Dvar Torah about the week's Parsha. One of the biggest game changer in my preparation for Shabbat is that I do not go in grocery stores anymore to do my shopping. I order them online or I do phone orders. These 2-3 hours that I save from not being in the store, I can allocate them to really focus on what I need to do at home. I continue to pick and choose things that are special for Shabbat, but I simply do them by phone or online. This is such a game changer. I really encourage you to try. We cannot talk about Shabbat without talking about food, with cooking and baking. Therefore, it is true that food will make such a huge difference in your Shabbos, but it doesn't have to be anything time-consuming or complicated. And I have learned with time that if you have some foods that you keep special for Shabbat, that in itself will make a difference to your table. Another pro tip on how to prepare Shabbos is to prepare your food in advance that you will serve on Shabbat. That, my friend, will save many marriages, because when you do that, when you prepare little by little through your week different food and baking and things like that, you're going to find yourself not having the Friday afternoon rush, which will allow you to ease yourself into Shabbat. For example, on Sunday, bake away. Bake your challah, your cakes, your cookies, whatever you want, and don't forget to double and triple batch your recipes. This way, you will always have a little bit left over in the freezer, and the weeks that you cannot bake or cook, you're going to have everything ready in your freezer. Don't forget to label everything. If you don't have time to bake or cook a week, well, don't worry about it. Go to the caterer, try to buy food that is already made, and this way you will also celebrate Shabbos. There's no shame in doing this. For the cleaning, the same holds true. Try to separate the task of cleaning throughout the week. Try also to do the heavy chores early in the week and leave only the surface cleaning for Friday. If you find yourself with some extra time on your hands, an unexpected long phone call, maybe the kids playing quietly, how about taking upon yourself to do something that you don't usually do because you don't have time? I usually shine my silver because it makes such a big difference, not only on the silver pieces, of course, but just to increase the joy and the royalty of the Shabbat day. Shabbat is the day for which we take out our best and most beautiful items. In fact, in the verse in which we are instructed to keep Shabbat, Rashi cites the Midrash. Pay attention to always remember the Sabbath day, so that if you chance upon a beautiful thing during the week, you shall prepare it for Shabbat. So to prepare for Shabbat, don't forget throughout the week to look around. Maybe you find something online or in a store that is so special and that could add to the sanctity of Shabbat. For us, we've decided to buy some monographed glasses for the children, as well as to use special cutlery and plates and glasses only for Shabbat, as a reminder that we are invited at the table of Hashem. Another tip is to prepare your Shabbos light on Thursday night at the same time you prepare your table. This will allow you to just ease to it, and it's a sign also for the whole family of the upcoming arrival of the Shabbos Queen. When Friday rolls around, because you have worked so hard to organize yourself and to prepare for Shabbat all week long, then your reward is that you will just have to do some final touch-up before Shabbat. Maybe do the defina or the cholent and some light work around the house. It is a mitzvah to bathe in honor of Shabbat, as well as to get dressed in your finest clothes, because Shabbat represents a time where we reaffirm our vows with God, and therefore we have to dress the part. For me, as one of the last tips, I will prepare my clothes that I will wear on Shabbos on Friday morning as a reminder that the Shabbos Queen is coming. Our seventh and last tip to prepare for Shabbat is going to go around the house just before lighting to make sure that no items that are mukse can be found around. We are going to close the light of the refrigerator, as well as to set our hot water urn to the Shabbat mode. We are also going to put our food on the plata or the blech to be able to enjoy hot food during Shabbat. We are going to set as well our thermostat to the right temperature to be nice and cozy to greet the Shabbos Queen. I hope that these 7 tips to prepare for Sabbath really inspired you, because by preparing our house, our food, ourselves physically and spiritually throughout the week for Shabbat, it allows us to enter Shabbat peacefully, and it translates into the love of the day not only for ourselves but also for the people around us, including our children, because if they see their mommy running around losing her temper and stressed before Shabbat, they will associate Shabbat with these negative feelings. But if we do enter Shabbat in a calm fashion, they will learn to love Shabbat and look forward to it. As usual, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to this channel. We do upload new content every week. Until next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and don't forget to frum it up.
Bye.